Oh, the time's started already. Okay. Hello, I'm Ben Swart. I'm Head of New Partnerships at the NSPCC. I just want to make sure you're all in the right room. So could you just put your arm up if at some point your job has been to try and influence someone to do something differently? Excellent. Keep your arm up if you're a fundraiser in some way. Excellent, you're in the right place. I'm going to talk to you about a charity in Germany called Diakonie. Some of you might have heard of them, many of you I think might not. Now they had a challenge, which I think lots of us have, which is that they had tried to influence people through posters, through TV, through newspapers. They'd actually got in touch with them, they'd emailed them, they'd contacted them, they called them, and they found that they weren't responding. And what they do is they help vulnerable people, especially vulnerable old people. And there were vulnerable old people all across Frankfurt who needed help and support. And they knew that there was also people across Frankfurt who would like to volunteer, who would like to help them. But when they advertised, they weren't coming through, and they couldn't understand why. So they came up with an idea to try and solve that problem. I'm going to talk you through it now. Before I do, can anyone here speak or read German? Can you put your arm up if you can? Excellent, thank you. Can you just help me out? Help the Omar, this is the campaign that we'll be talking about. What does Omar mean? Grandma. Well, you all can, brilliant. It means grandma, you're right. So their campaign was to try and help old people, and this is what they did. They found 3 actresses who they put into the centre of Frankfurt, and they got them each into some interesting predicaments, let's put it that way. And there's a wonderful video that goes along with this. And I see the timer tick down, and if we have enough time at the end, I will show you the video. But here's some snapshots from it. So when I say they got themselves into some strange predicaments, oh, sorry, this is my favourite one, Maria. She's one of the actresses, and this is the first predicament that she got herself into. I don't even understand how she did that with the dog. But there she is, getting stuck in the doors. She then wheeled her shopping to the bottom. You're only going to see the bottom of these stairs, but to the bottom of these stairs, and I kid you not, they're like the stairs that you had to get here today. At one point, there was someone shouting at her from the other side, saying, "What are you doing with all your shopping?" She went to cross the road, and she dropped her shopping in the middle of the street. And then her friend, actually, at the ticket machine, got stuck there. Now, I'm sure all of you at some point have stuck behind someone at the ticket machine, and you've watched them and you've waited. Anyway, when this happened in the centre of Frankfurt, what do you think happened next? What do you think the people did? They stopped to help them. That's your guess? That's what they did. People from everywhere. They stopped and they saw someone in trouble, and they got up and they walked over and they helped them. This lovely guy helping her with her shopping. I don't think the cab is too happy though. These women there, they look so perplexed on the video. They're like, "What are you using, woman?" To try, when they stopped to help her, she reached into her bag, obviously after saying thank you, and she handed them this flyer. And on this flyer, it had these words. German speaker, what do these words say? Say that again, louder. We have been looking for you exactly. You are exactly what we've been looking for. You, the person that chose to walk over the road to help me with my bags, to see a vulnerable person and help me, you're what I've been looking for. Has anyone here, at any point when you're on the tube, National Rail, buses, coaches, have you ever seen an older person needing help and gone over to help them, open the door or whatever? Put your arm up if you have. Some of you haven't put your arms up. God. Anyway, you have, of course you have. And then when you did it, when you'd done that moment, when you held the door open, how did it feel? Good or bad? It felt good, didn't it? You had that lovely feeling inside of you. Now, when you read those adverts on the newspaper that say, "Would you volunteer for us?" or when you see it on TV, do you get that feeling? You don't. You need to find that feeling. I love this campaign because they found the feeling. And in fact, look, sorry about the pixels, but afterwards, people were reading through the magazines, reading through the flyers to try and understand how they could help. Of course they were. I'm in corporate partnerships now. I do lots of pitching, and I always talk to my team about future pacing, trying to help the company feel like they've already won the partnership, and we're a year ahead, and look at the amazing things we've done, and they're there in that space. I like this because it's like future pacing gone mad, because you've got that feeling there and then, and they've capitalised on it. What drove Help the Omar? They know and they see a lot of helpful people, but they can't find them. They're out there, but I can't find them. But I see them every day. You know you're perfect. In fact, all of us do. We know that when we volunteer and when we do these things, we love it. But you don't actually feel like you're the person that's going to answer that advert. I'm sure at some point you have seen people who have run marathons or volunteered for you, and when you've talked to them about the feelings they had at that time, they're ecstatic. It's an incredible feeling. How do we find that feeling and then give it to them? I like this campaign for that because it pushes us to ask for that question. So did it work? Of course it worked. So the best thing about it was filmed because it made hilarious footage, and in this day and age that means great viral content. So it got viral. They're a small charity and yet they made the national press. That's a myth. I like good campaigns because it breaks myths. Small charities don't make national press. This one did. In fact, it made the news, the TV, and more importantly, it increased the number of volunteers they had by 4 times. The first time they ever did it, 4 times more than they ever had done before. Of course it did. We have a minute left. So, quickly, I want you to think through after this, how will you find that feeling? But since I've got a minute left, would you like to see the video? Yeah? Okay. Roll that video. I've never said that before.
Können Sie mir mal helfen beim Koffer schleppen?
Hilfe! Wo wollt ihr lang? Treppe da hinten, Aufzüge, ne?
Oh, Mist. Oh.
Geht's nicht? Manchmal geht's erst später auf. Darf ich mal? Ach, das ist ja ein Knopf.
Das wär's für Leute wie Sie.
So.
Das ist was für Sie.
Help the Homer. Okay.
Help the Oma. Thank you very much.
My time is up. Thank you very much. I wish I'd thought of Help the Omar. Cheers.